afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to CoBo Challenge at Art Basel, Hong Kong. Today is our third day here at the Art Basel, and we are very honored to have Mr. Harry Guhl with us. And today we are going to talk about the phenomenon of the VIP. So who exactly are the VIPs?
Basically, the word VIP is a bit weird because everyone is very important. It's like a big symphony. If you have a symphony, you need many instruments. You need drums, you need guitar, piano, violin, whatever, and all together makes a very nice sound. This is the same in the art market or in an art fair, that you need many different people to make it very interesting. So VIP is a very wide range. However, you can categorize in people who buy art and people who don't buy art. But both are very important to the market because they influence the development to the market.
If the whole art world is a zoo, what is the role of the VIPs?
Well, you have sharks, you have giraffes, you have lions, you have rabbits, you have mouse, you have rats, you have pigs, you have dogs. You have for sure all category of animals in this big zoo. And it is a zoo.
It is a zoo. What is your role in the zoo?
I'm more like a rabbit, I guess. I love rabbits, so I'm definitely not a shark, that's for sure. But rabbit is more likely. I'm always in the back. I'm not in the front. I give advice to connect with the right people. I'm an expert of knowing who is another expert, because nobody can have the full range of knowledge. So I spot talents, I spot people who can help develop the portfolio maybe of a collector or of an institution. So I'm connecting the dots and the people basically.
And how could you identify someone who's new to the art world, that one day this person is a VIP, or today I want to include this person in the VIP category?
You know, I believe it's very important to have a mix of people. I believe me, it's very boring if you have only people of one category together. So you need to make it interesting. You need people of different layers. You need creators, artists, but also in the development of their career on different stages, because someone has to learn from the other to improve and to develop. And this is all about. Only established people together doesn't make sense. You need a mix, and I advise always to bring everyone into the game. It's very important. However, on a certain level or phase, of course, you join forces with the people you need to join forces to make a project happen. But it's a mix of people. It's never only one group alone. And VIP, some institution even subcategorize in VVIP and VVV.
The blue cat, the red card, the green card.
So it's the big shark and the small shark and the little rabbit and the big rabbit. It's necessary. You have to categorize just to make the organization more fluent and that things work from the organizational level. But at the end, it's very hard to determine where the people are, because you don't have all the information. You have an educated guess, you know more or less where they are, but you never know the full picture. So you can only guess, that collector's buying, that gallery is selling well, that institution developed in this direction. You never know the full picture.
And where do the artists stand in this art world zoo?
Well, some people forget that the artists are the most important part of the art world. It's a symbiosis. You need an artist alone cannot live and expose and show his works without patrons and people who believe in their art. So you need buyers. And this dates back to the Renaissance, where the Medicis already supported art back then. Leonardo da Vinci or Michelangelo would have never become so great if they wouldn't have relation to the patrons. Also, a good friend of mine, the family was patron of Mozart and Beethoven. And they supported arts for hundreds of years. It's a royal family in Europe. So there is a very close relationship to artists and people who believe in the art and want to support the art. That's a symbiosis, very important.
Can you, in three words, can you describe your experience this year in Art Basel?
It's a very good fair. I would say it's probably the best fair so far. It's a very good quality. People come. It's indeed a leading fair in Asia now already, which I'm very happy because I used to work with Art Basel together in the past. So I'm very happy that the fair developed in the next stage. And it's definitely a place to be. Nevertheless, it's a zoo. It's a circus, but it's necessary to bring the art market to the next level, and people accept, which is good.
So when if the zoo become a circus?
Well, a zoo, well, in a zoo you have animals, they're just there. In a circus, the animals perform.
Yes.
So the zoo becomes a circus, and someone has to drive the performance. So you have a dompteur, I don't know what to say in English, someone who delegates and directs the animals to perform.
Time the animals.
Yes, so that's when it turns into a circus. And it's not an art exhibition, it's an art show. So literally show.
Yes.
So you show off, you show, you expose. It's part of it, it's part of it. Some people like, some don't, but this is how it's not all only negative, it's also very positive because things develop. It's a platform, you meet people, and someone has to delegate it and has to navigate through that. So that's when a zoo becomes a circus.
Yes, and we also see that the art fairs are becoming more and more extravagant, and we also demand artists to perform, like every time to do bigger and bigger exhibitions, more and more impressive works.
Well, you know, sometimes when you want to force an animal to do some acrobatic, it doesn't work. So in certain way it's better to keep the respect to the artist, to the creative freedom, also in terms of the production, of the quantitative production.
Yes.
It's very important not to stress too much the artist because this can, well, it makes a good profit for both the dealer and the gallery or the artist. But it's also diluting the market because the production is too high, so it's not necessarily good. But someone has to perform, and it's the artist and the gallerist in this way.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Bye bye.
Good. Bye bye.